What is going on, Knicks Nation? We have some news to talk about. Oh my goodness. The New York Knicks announced earlier this morning that they have named Jalen Brunson a captain. Now, this is fantastic news. It is well deserved, and I had to go live and I had to share my thoughts of this news. Knicks fans, please feel free to let me know your thoughts of this news in the comments section right now, because Jalen Brunson, if there was ever somebody to get this honor again, remember, the Knicks don't just hand this out. The Knicks don't just gift out captains to every single player that comes into the building. This is a very, very big deal, and I had to go live to share my thoughts, and more particularly, share your guys' thoughts in the comment section of this news, because this is awesome. After Jalen Brunson going after there and signing the contract that he did, okay, after signing the contract extension that he did to give the New York Knicks that type of cap flexibility for the long run, the fact that he is now officially named the captain, the icing on the cake, folks. The icing on the cake. You saw Josh Hart. He quote tweeted it. He saluted him. I got to pull that up right now so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Josh Hart is pumped up. But I do want to give you guys, read you what Leon Rose had to say, because this is really important. Leon Rose has won Knicks fans' hearts, in my opinion. At least he should have by now. By the way, hit the like button for your boy Brunson on your way in. Now, this is what Leon Rose had to say about Jalen Brunson, because it is just a beautiful thing. It is just a beautiful thing. The New York Knicks have a deep and storied history, and today we are immensely proud to add to the lineage by naming Jalen Brunson as our captain. Jalen is a natural-born leader, and I'm confident he will continue to represent our organization, fan city, and his teammates with the same heart, grit, and class that he has displayed each and every day since he came to New York. This is Knicks president Leon Rose on Jalen Brunson. It is just so cool that this is happening, because we are about to enter a season that I don't think Knicks fans have ever dreamt about. I mean, yes, we dreamt about it for sure, but it's actually happening, folks. We have championship aspirations, and we have a legit captain, a face of the franchise, and it's so cool that this is something that the New York Knicks did, because, again, this is not something that the Knicks just hand out. It's not something they just hand out. I got to show you what Josh Hart had to say, because Josh Hart is obviously very active on X. He's very active on Twitter, and this, I'm pretty sure I saw a picture of him. Here it is. I was like, where is it? Here it is right here. This is Josh Hart's post. Salute, Captain at Jalen Brunson. Shout out to Josh Hart for saluting the captain. It's not like Josh Hart's like, what do you mean, Brunson's the captain? Not me. Nah, he knows the deal. Snazzy's in the chat. I couldn't be happier. Let's go Knicks. JB will bring a championship to New York thanks to his massive decision to turn down $113 million. You know it. This is what it's all about. Jalen Brunson is a man of the people, folks. A man of the people. Let's freaking go. Shout out to Snazzy for tuning in, and I got to give a shout out to BetUS Sportsbook, who is the proud sportsbook sponsor for Knicks Media all throughout the offseason, carrying over into the NBA season. Definitely go check out BetUS Sportsbook, folks, down below in the description. We got Daniels tuning in. Yo, what's good, bro? We're live, man. I missed you guys. It's been a minute since I've been live. I think the last time I went live was when Brunson signed his deal. I've been very busy this offseason, but I had to go live after this news, and expect more content to come this month leading into September when training camp starts in preseason. And then all of a sudden, we're going to look over our shoulders, and Knicks basketball is going to be back. I promise you that. Milkman23's in the chat. Let's go, Knicks. It's our year, baby. Let's get it. You know the vibes, Milkman. This is our year. All of the years and years of turmoil, of negativity, of just incompetence, of embarrassment has built us Knicks fans for this moment. We landed Bridges this offseason. We re-sign OG. Brunson get this ridiculous contract extension, which give the Knicks that much more money to work with. There's so much to be excited about if you are a New York Knicks fan, and let's get louder than we've ever done before, Knicks Nation. We're always loud. We're always a fan base that steps up at Madison Square Garden, even when we suck. I mean, I'll never forget, like, when I was really young and I went to a Knicks game, I'll never forget this. The Knicks were terrible. They were out of the playoffs, and I'm at the Knicks game, and it felt like a playoff atmosphere. And I'm like, looking at myself, I'm like, wow, that was that moment for me as a young kid. I'm like, there's nothing like the Knicks. There's nothing like Knicks fans. We are different. We're out of the playoffs, but we're so passionate and into this game. Like, it means we're going to win the championship. Like, that's what it felt like ever since that moment. So I want all Knicks fans to channel all of that and bring it to the Garden this year. Bring it to even social media so we can go after all these fans that's still not, buying into this Knicks franchise. This is the year, folks. And we got our own captain. We got a captain, folks. This is someone that's going to bring the Knicks a ring. I promise you that. This Knicks team is built to beat anybody. I promise you that. And let's freaking go. So I had to go live again to shout out Jalen Brunson, interact with you folks in the chat. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic summer. August 6th on a Tuesday. When the news broke early this morning, I was like, ooh, I can't wait to go live later today. Also, the New York Knicks, did post a mini movie on Jalen Brunson. It's like 14 minutes. I can't wait to watch it. I did not watch it yet, but I cannot wait to watch it. Absolutely. Look at this picture that they posted of Jalen Brunson putting up the celly. I mean, he was doing the celly early on. I mean, he knew he was destined for greatness. Look at this. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Grew up with basketball in his life, of course, Rick Brunson being his father. Destined to be a New York Knick. It's just an awesome story, man. These are the stories that hook NBA fans and just hook people into these players and to just really appreciate them to be in the face of organizations. So just another tip your cap to Jalen Brunson, man. I got to get like another Jalen Brunson jersey. I feel like I don't have enough. So definitely big time shout out to our guys over there with the New York Knicks and Jalen Brunson. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way into the show. Hope you guys are doing great, man. It's been a while. We got a while until the Knicks come out here and play basketball. I mean, I'm sitting here waiting patiently, but at the same time, I'm salivating for Knicks basketball. I mean, when does training camp start? September, I believe. Like, I'm ready for it, Knicks fans. I know you guys are as well. I absolutely know that you guys are ready for it as well. Speaking of Jalen Brunson, I did notice his odds on BetUS Sportsbook. Very interesting. Now, if you guys want to check out BetUS, again, the proud sportsbook sponsor of Knicks Media, definitely go check them out. He's at plus 1,200 on BetUS to win Clutch Player of the Year. Now, I like those odds for Jalen Brunson at plus 1,200. If you guys want to join BetUS, that link is down below in the description. Also, pinned at the top of the comment section, you'll receive a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. The number one online sports book on the face of the planet. If you're going to make your bets this year on the Knicks or in the NBA in general, definitely go check them out. They also, of course, have bets for football. NFL season's right around the corner. I also noticed some odds on the most improved player of the year. I don't think there's any Knicks to look at, but coach of the year, Tom Thibodeau is at plus 1,000, which is one of the most favorable odds. Only Mosley and Mazzulla are ahead of Tom Thibodeau at plus 1,000. I find that interesting. Another one that I looked at is the six-man player of the year, which is Dante DiVincenzo's at plus 1,400. Ooh, Dante coming in off the bench this year, who was a low-key starter for the Knicks this entire playoff run. So him coming off the bench is going to be crazy. But the MVP odds is what I wanted to really highlight. Plus 2,000 for Jalen Brunson. Can our guy, Jalen Brunson, bring the MVP home this year? He was 5th in MVP voting last year for the New York Knicks. Why can't he go out there and win it all? Win the championship and win the MVP. If you guys want to sign up for BetUS, definitely go down below in the description and sign up today. Also, the win total for the New York Knicks is at 53.5. So if you guys want to place your bets on the Knicks, do it on BetUS. That link down below in the description. Now, I do want to get your guys' thoughts more in the chat about your expectations for this overall season, because I feel like there's so much hype now where it's like, do we tame our expectations? Do we continue to it? Why not Deuce for most improved player? I don't think he's listed on here, man. Let me check. I mean, that would be an interesting one. Deuce winning most improved player of the year. I don't think Deuce McBride is even on here, but I'm sure his odds are ridiculously high because I don't think there's a big chance that he wins it. But definitely a curious one, Milkman. I'm going to have to reach out to BetUS myself and be like, hey, what's my boy Deuce McBride's odds to win most improved player of the year? Sir Classic's in the chat. What's good, Richie? What's good, Sir Classic 2-3? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well, bro. We got Knicks basketball I feel like right around the corner, but that's not the case. I need them here ASAP. Shout out to Sir Classic for tuning in. Folks, don't forget to hit the like button. We're celebrating Jalen Brunson being named the captain, okay? The captain of the New York Knicks, something that is very, very rare. So very, very honored to have number 11 as the face of this franchise, the face of the New York Knicks. After leading this Knicks team to the second seed, a 50-win season, going to the second round, Game 7, that is just a little taste of what Jalen Brunson is about to do. The man was top 5 in MVP voting last year. The man came here, and everybody said we overpaid for him. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, we overpaid for him. Now we underpaid him. Victor's in the chat. What's good, Victor? Hope you're doing well, bro. Been sub since the Hawks playoff series. My boy's been here for a minute now. Shout out to Sir Classic for being here since that Atlanta Hawks playoff series. When was that? 2021? That's 3 years ago. My man's loyal. I'm expecting conference finals minimum. This is exactly what our expectations should be for Knicks fans. The floor for this season for Knicks fans is Eastern Conference Finals. Anything short of that, it's a failure. If we go to the second round and lose, it's a failure. Let's be honest with ourselves. So that's 100% a fact. How did Lance Thomas become a captain? Dude was trash. Wow. I can't believe you just reminded me that. That makes me wonder. Knicks captains. Because I'm curious to see who all their captains were in recent history. So he's the 36th captain. I want a list of all the previous captains. Do they have that? I'm looking it up right now. Knicks. I got to see a list of all these. Do you guys have a list, man? Lance Thomas was the captain in 2018-19. I guess it's just because Lance Thomas was a good person. I mean, what? That's ridiculous. Brunson will win MVP this year, and everyone was saying we were overpaying, and he was great. Bro, I mean, on BetUS, the odds for Jalen Brunson is pretty insane. I put my money on it. I agree. We at least got to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. That is the absolute base. 100%. Let's do it. So, I mean, definitely excited to see what's next for these New York Knicks. I feel like there should be something in the works. There's something that we learned last week that Julius Randle and the Knicks don't really seem like they're going to be moving on from each other, which is music to my ears personally. Also, there's other news to watch out for. Randle is eligible for an extension. Will the New York Knicks give that to him or not? Stay tuned for that. Will the Knicks make a trade? Will they make another move? We brought back Precious Achiuwa. I think bringing back Precious Achiuwa was a really, really big addition to the Knicks' overall depth in the front court. So definitely excited about that. Milana Brunson duo will be great. You mean McCall? I mean, the fact that we brought in Cameron Payne, I keep forgetting about, low-key. I mean, we brought in Cameron Payne. We have the rookie class. We brought back Achiuwa. Will we bring in another big man is the question. I mean, there's a lot of moves to be made in the near future, so we shall see. But, folks, that's really all I got to say about the Jalen Brunson news. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comment section. I'm excited. I got a lot of fun type of videos I'm going to be coming out with and content and live shows all throughout the rest of the offseason, leading you right into the NBA season for the New York Knicks. So if you're not subscribed to Knicks Media, make sure you do so because I got so much planned, so much fun things. I'm even potentially planning an event, okay? I want to plan an event to get you guys all at a Knicks game together. Knicks Media Day 2024. Stay tuned for details. I got to wait for the schedule to come out, and I got to wait to pick out a game. If you're interested, basically what it would be is you buy a ticket through me. We all go to a Knicks game together. We sit together. We get access to, like, pregame stuff. We get access to postgame stuff. Maybe do a little meetup in New York City. So we shall see. But shout out to all the Knicks fans that's been tuning into the show here on Knicks Media and being loyal since the beginning. Shout out to Jalen Brunson for being the captain of this Knicks franchise. He deserves it more than any other captain in Knicks history. I'm sorry. He does. Especially after he's about to bring us a championship this year. Shout out to Jalen Brunson and shout out to Knicks Nation all across the world supporting our boys here. Peace and love as always. I'll catch you guys next time. Let's go Knicks. I'll see you guys later on this week. Peace out, folks.